This is a problem. Oh, hi. Oh, I forgot to write. This is a pod. I should have written that. Yeah. Oh, so I could actually. Okay, I will speak English now. But if someone can speak Swedish, that's fine. I was going to upload this on another channel, but that I cannot do, which is weird. I thought it was like because the computer is old or something. But it seemed to go on this channel, so it's not that though. Well, maybe I will try on the other one later. But here I used to chat about what not, so I will keep going here for now. This is my relax ramble channel anyway, so in many ways. I think maybe actually is this the channel where I uploaded about yoga? I think that's another one also. I have a few channels. I I assume so. Anyways, so this will be a break in that if so. So I have a few thoughts. First of all, well, I wanted to talk a little bit about what I do on the other channel where people at least come across me in person or in, let's say, business, where we do things like that online or so. But yeah, I can talk about this anyway. So I thought about talking about values and so on. I don't have a clear, let's say, like this. Personally, I have, yeah, I'm as a person, I'm quite, let's say, a little bit random, quite, um, I'm trusting in a special way also. I don't know if I just got it with me or wherever it came from, but I have a basic feeling of my own worth and my own purpose of sorts. Hey, someone is here. And that is connected to this. If you want to come in again, I have like tarot and stuff here. If you want to ask some question to me live or so, I'm a medium and a psychic medium as well, and so on and so forth. And also I work with shamanic stuff. I think the shamanic part and path is the most deep-rooted one, which also comes back in Wicca and so on. To me, that is also correlation there, and back to my Sami heritage on my dad's side. Yeah. But I never thought about these things as a business of sorts. But at the same time, I want to let people know what I do. So those that it's for, those that I can serve with my gifts, if you call them gifts, then I'm there for them. Hey, I see that one person is here. I don't see whom, but if you see the chat here, you can write something. If you want a card or just want to ramble along here with me, or just sit there quiet, that's fine too. I think you will be bored quite soon, though. When I don't know where I'm going with this. That's common. Oh, why? I lost that one too. No, but anyway. So, yeah. So, uh, compared to others, I feel like I don't see this. I see this much as what I am, not so much as a business. Although you have to put some value on what you do, because at least sometimes, because people aren't always the best to be able to value what, even if you yourself know your high value or it's high value, the gifts you have and so on. That actually goes. I also do some relationship coaching, which to myself is such a giggle thing, or it's surprising, but still I have learned a few things in my life lately, let's say. And that goes for that too, actually. You have to kind of show your value. yeah, that's what it's about. So you can't like, you can just fully be just totally unselfish like that and don't not have any boundaries, whatever. um and personally, I want to give others access. I don't sell. I don't like that. It's not that I have anything against those. Maybe I do. It's not like I devalue that, but I think it's when it that becomes in the forefront, and that can easily, you can easily hear that when people talk. I feel when someone tries to sell you something, and it provokes me somehow. Um, and and personally, I want to share, but and sometimes that comes in, but that's not like the main purpose. So, anyways, so I've never thought about these kinds of things. Whom it's for? I mean, since these are, um, you can influence people with the things that I do in many ways. I mean, energetically, but also with things that I say or show in the cards. Here, I just have pod then, and I didn't say that. So next time someone shows up here, if someone does, I have to say that so they don't think that so they don't expect to see anything here, because they won't. But maybe in their with their inner eye. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So I just feel like I want to be there for those who need this, but I also want to develop this, and I want to use it for the best. And it also is stressful to have these gifts and not be able to use them when it, let's say, quote unquote, matters the most. There is this guy, this boy who got lost here in town, and I know his mom a little bit, and it bugs me. I didn't know him or anything, but it bugs me so hard that I cannot see. I have seen few, I mean, let's say signs, yeah. But hey, this is a pod, by the way, so don't. It's nothing wrong that you can't see anything here, but I can still talk, obviously. So if you want some cards or something, you can write there in the chat. But yeah, that one left too. I understand you. I write that it's tarot, and then I'm, yeah, you know. Anyways, sorry. So I think, I have been having Lena Ranehag. She is a, let's say, TV medium, or have been working on the unknown and stuff. Yeah, actually, all over Scandinavia, at least. Had her as a mentor for 10 years. Could ask her certain questions, at least, if I. But then I realized that the spirits themselves show me what I need to know. So, but it was more so, it was about the feeling of safety that someone with more experience could, especially experience with working with others, and how to deal with whatever you come across, not only the spirits then, but I mean the clients, let's say. And yeah, that the feeling of safety, that she was there somewhere, that I could ask if I came across something that would be hard for me to understand, that made it so much more relaxed to do the work. Yeah. So, and what she said, and what I myself experienced many times, is that I get into many kinds of ways, the messages and information and so. But one unique thing I feel with my way is that I usually get it word by word. I mean, I actually, it's not like just a faint idea about what I get it specifically. Sometimes, not always. I get it in many kinds of ways, as I said, but that is common for me. I usually get that at least a part of the reading, if I do a psychic reading for a mediumship reading for someone. But also, there are certain myths I feel about the spirit world, also how they are, because once I actually found a note the other day. I think it was, I've forgotten it again now, the exact time of night. It was like 2:17 or something at night. I asked the spirit because usually they say they don't know time. They live in timelessness, la la la, and they do, I guess. But then I was asleep and I didn't know. I didn't open my eyes and I didn't know it was if it was morning, if it had just gone 1 hour at night, or if it was like middle. I had no clue, and just the fact that I felt that I don't know uh, made me ask spirit to show me what time it was. And now I just make up the numbers because I forgot the exact numbers, but I found the note. I had it and I have it here somewhere because I just recently was going through stuff and I found the note of that time. Anyway, let's say it was like they showed me like 2:17 then at night. And then I woke up and I saw that it was, I think it was 2:19 or something. But then I went up to the computer that was more like correct time, and that was then um, I think it had gone 1 minute more or something, but it would have been like exactly what time they showed. So they know. I mean, it depends on who you connect with in spirit, I guess. But they know. 11:11 was it? No. Yeah. Anyway, so I get, and she said it also to me that that's very specific. And the way I still do it that way. She says I don't have to. She said that to me that I don't have to like double check myself, but I triple check. Sometimes when I get messages, I just know them and so on. But I like to like kind of ask again to be clearer in what I pick up. And I think I do extra work doing so. Yeah, I could just go on and on like, but that have become my way anyway. So I guess that's what I do. I know I can trust it anyways, and it usually is exactly the same. I think almost always, yeah. Even if I check it 3 4 times more before I say something. So I'm fluid in the art, if you call it that. But I may not uh, convey it fluently when I speak. And that's not always the case because that is also another myth, let's say, that you have to do that before for it to be real, let's say. No, it doesn't have to, though. I understand where it comes from when you say it like that. But anyway, so we'll see. I will sit there and chat for a bit and let's see if someone comes in. So that was one thing that I wanted to share with someone that come across me here. So, but yeah, I want to do something important with this, and sometimes I feel I should practice more. Like, um, I mean, it's not non-important when I personally talk with people and it's healing for them or they connect with their loved ones. Or, I mean, that's really awesome, fantastic, beyond my wildest dreams, actually. But at the same time, having these gifts, I feel like, I mean, should I practice more doing remote viewing, stuff like that, so that I could be of help more? So, let's say in the world, and also sometimes I do have like a little bit suspicion that spirits prevent clarity sometimes to protect you. For example, maybe with this boy that got lost, I don't know. But also in other cases, maybe that is just because I block myself. I don't know why, but it disturbs me. But when it comes to, yeah, crime or so on, I think I may be too emotional. I can't detach too much. I mean, my mind start to enter the scene, I believe. So therefore, I can't. So far, I'm not brilliant at that, sadly, because I would love to be able to, let's say, help people who, yeah, let's say that was lost or something like that, or resolve certain serious situations, or, but yeah, I guess if it was meant to be, then I would easily do it, maybe. But you can also practice this gift, and that's where I wonder if I should more consistently practice it, really, because you get better on what you do, obviously, even in this field. So, but at the same time, same thing there. I think the spirits will show me where I need to go. I'm sure they will. So, yeah. So what else? I had some few little ideas about what I wanted to talk about, but yeah. Yeah, I think no, I just will skip a few things that I thought about. Yeah, and also the weekend thing. I mean, yeah, I want to comfort, but that is not mainly the thing. I mean, it depends on what the spirits wants to come through. Actually, it's not my idea what they want to, because that's another thing that I recently also heard other mediums talk about. But I've been doing this for years. The same thing as they mention now, a few mediums, but I think they go against the, do you say grain? Against whatever is commonly seen as the good way to do some things. About how I do it, I try to sometimes do as those spiritualists, English back in time mediums, and nowadays also they work in a way where they prove spirit to people. That's like the purpose, to prove that spirit is alive. And I never, first of all, try to prove anything, but they prove themselves. I mean, it is proven to those who will even have the slightest wish to listen in, I think, when it comes to what I do. But I'm not, I mean, if people are questioning it or skeptical and so on, I applaud that also. I think they should be, but sometimes it's just for the sake of it, actually. At least I have one person in mind whom I did a reading for, and her father came across, and he wasn't home a lot, but the only thing they did together, because he was working a lot and stuff, but the only thing they did together was crossing a little. There was some water, like a stream or something, like a little river or something, like minor, I think. Anyways, I saw the path they were driving there over that and towards some people where they were like bathing and having like sauna or stuff, or stuff like that. And the only thing she ever did with her father was that they were driving there and to that family, and bathing there or whatever they had there, like spa type of I don't know. Anyways, that's what I saw during, it was like in summer, I think that. But anyway, and I told her that her father said that he loved her, and she was just dismissing everything and said he would never say he loved me. And I said, well, they are like, they have a different perspective now where they are and so on. But I mean, she was kind of not always. I mean, to put it nicely, she wasn't always a nice person. But she asked me for this. She wanted me to do this, but then she didn't want, even though she actually knew, kind of. She just, and she said so. That's the only thing we ever did with him, and blah blah. And still, she just no. So then you just can't say anything else. You just have to drop it. So anyway, and that's fine also. I mean, I'm not doing it for the proof, but so I think mainly they give, sometimes it's more so, it depends on whom you connect with, of course, what their aim is, obviously, but guidance and insights, I think it's part of it. Yeah, so I don't want to influence younger people, so I don't do it for those who aren't 18 at least. But aside from that, I don't make judgments. I feel like it's up to spirits, whom they want me to help. And if I get spontaneous, some like today, I get some spontaneous messages for a girl. I guess I don't know if the messages was the most important thing. We will see if something more crashes down there because it was like a little bit dramatic also, but yeah, let's say in a good way. I don't know, but yeah, it was positive overall, I think. But yeah, anyways, um, I think she understood the message, but I think probably the message more so was to actually maybe connect. We have been writing to each other back and forth today, and we haven't been in contact for a while now. So maybe spirit, for some reason or another that I don't understand, wanted that, and that's fine also. Yeah. Anyway, so and that can come however, like, and I've seen things in the world also, things that are happening now, and very weird things, let's say, or out of the ordinary that people wouldn't believe. I've seen those kinds of things also. I think they actually already are, but they will be obvious or come to the forefront more so to come. But yeah, that is a few things. Yeah. I don't know the reason for that though. To prepare myself, maybe, or to understand more. But yeah, that was not in a mediumship reading though. That was just stuff that I was picking up, let's say. Yeah. But I want to use this in a way that is most valuable. And yeah, I would assume whatever people do, that's just the right thing. I mean, we are where we are, and we develop wherever we are. So yeah, I guess. But to do it in a, I mean, I am professional. I'm good at what I do, and I take it seriously. And I have strong ethics also, to some degree, I must add. I was way, I mean, yeah, I was more ethical, let's say, previously, because nowadays I sometimes feel like, okay, I can tune in to someone else or stuff like that that I usually didn't. I never pulled cards for others even because I felt like that was invading their privacy. But now I do so in relationship readings or so on. So no, it was 22 even. So yeah, I think, or I feel like I come from a place where I don't um, do that with some sort of mean or manipulative intent in a bad way. But yeah, I was more, more, um, let's say, square in that sense before, and I still keep to that mostly. Yeah. But yeah, I want to do the, I mean, I think this is very special, although many have these gifts. I mean, maybe all of us do, more or less so, but I'm quite good at it. And not everyone maybe can have the ability to, I think, I'm not sure, but also I think if you have the interest, I think you have the ability. Otherwise you wouldn't be interested in it, I believe. But yeah, why would you, like? Anyways, um and it may sound more strange or hard to reach than it actually is. To me, it's very natural. It have always felt like as natural as breathing. It's to connect to spirit. It's our natural being. It's our soul, you know. So yeah, I don't see how that is very strange and or hard. It's way harder not to in a way, but yeah. Anyway, um, but talking about it can seem very complicated. Yeah, and that is what blocks many people, I think, that we believe it to be very difficult or something. Yeah. So yeah, so oh, sorry, I'm burping. So whatever. I've been doing way many audios videos here, but basically I've always been drawn to spirituality in various ways, and all of these I still embrace. The Tibetan Buddhism, Christianity also, actually, in some ways, and Tibetan Buddhism, Zen, and also all practices are part of my spiritual path. Reiki healing and the chakra flow massage also, actually, because that was channeled from Ambres, like who was a priest in Egypt and previously, and so, or not, yeah, channeled. It was like a trance medium who channeled him in that massage form, that I have gotten a lot and also given, and do that, and then Wicca, witchcraft, obviously. I mean, that's the most efficient of all the practices I've ever come across, and it's very, very strong. So even I can hesitate still to this day, because also I'm very sensitive to it, I believe. I mean, I react very strongly. So I have a great respect for it, yeah, and I have that for everything. But that is the sharpest, let's say, if I can express it like that. And then Ayurvedic, I mean, that was saving my life. But all these things have done in a way or another, I could say. But also, and then also the shamanic path that I also had from the get-go. I knew I was a shaman kind of without knowing the word, and I healed people before I knew anything about healing and everything. I had a knowing in my bones, let's say. So later, when I learned this technique of, or not technique, this path of medicine wheel and Mune Key and so on, that I teach and also initiate and stuff, all of these paths just they match so very well together. They like go hand in hand, and they add to each other. It's almost like when it comes to tarot, for example, if you have a lot of decks, it's not like they take away from each other. It integrates knowledge deeper, and it broadens the understanding of the whole system, and the certain cards, and all, yeah, the connections of the card, everything. So it's like the same thing. It can get too much, though, if you go into too quickly also, or in too many traditions from too many times or cultures. I've done that and almost crashed. I mean, I just needed to get back here and now and nowhere else, like, for a while, because it was too much. And my curiosity is very high. So, I mean, everything is inspiring to me almost, which make me also a very, very happy person, mainly. But it can get too much. Yeah. So yeah, that is like what I also yoga. I now I am becoming a yoga teacher in Kundalini yoga very slowly, gradually, because I do everything else than what I should, let's say, or maybe not. I mean, I do what I should probably, but I want to focus on that more, and I try to get myself to it, and that's why if it's on this channel or wherever I read about that a lot. Oh, someone is writing to me now. Do I even? I don't want to touch that now, because then maybe I jump out from here. So I would just ignore it for now. Maybe it's my brother, because it's like some sort of, we used to, when it comes to the whole, yeah. Anyways, there is something on TV now. I think maybe it's that. I will write to him later. So anyway, yeah. And also, actually, I'm a very skeptical person when it comes to other stories. I want people to tell themselves, and I have a mediumship page on Facebook, where I sometimes remind people that they actually can leave a review, and so far all of them is I mean, all of them is positive. I haven't like erased anyone, but maybe I should if someone said something bad. No, but yeah. So, mm, so otherwise, I don't listen to that much. I just get more skeptical if people themselves tell how, wow, I did this that someone reacted so very. I just immediately think that they are liars and so on. So why should I do that? I don't. Yeah, it feels like someone trying to buy you. Like, I don't like that, as I said. Anyway, so yeah. Maybe I should be more active also online. It's stressful, I feel. I mainly have Facebook and people aren't there much. Anyway, maybe I should have Instagram and make myself more public. Also, I disconnect everything from everything else. I don't like to. Yeah, I have Twitter too, or X then. But I don't want everything to be connected. It stresses me also. I have my ideas. Well, anyway. Of course, you reach more people then. I don't know if I want to. I mean, yeah, of course, I want to, but it's not always for the best to be like everywhere. I don't know, is it though? Maybe. Yeah. At least, there is a saying also in when it comes to tarot that it's the images that, or actually in Munaki and so on also, or the, yeah, shamanism, I guess, overall, but that the soul speaks in images rather than words then. So generally on my Facebook, okay, I have been just having fun with AI images though, but aside from that, even before then, even many years ago on my regular Facebook without having a page also, I like to just put up images because I mean, I was thinking like this: if I put up an image of a flower, that is me. You understand? Even if it would be a whatever it is, like a dump shed. No, I don't know, but something horrible. Also, I think that everything is a reflection of me, like it is for everyone else too. I mean, I'm not special in that sense. But so that was my thoughts, and I don't think that got across. So now I try to use more. So I mean, I like to, and therefore I should probably be on Instagram. That's where you use more images, like, right? But anyways, I think I need to use words and the common things that people understand. Yeah. Since I just do things randomly, that's, I mean, if I want to reach people more so, and then in a way I want to, of course, those who are interested and so on. I can't just do my own little, sit in my own little bubble having fun. But at the same time, what? I mean, I think the energy of that also comes across. Or if you try too hard to just like sell something, and I would keep mocking or putting down the whole sell thing. Maybe this is something I have to work with. Maybe this is a shadow side I have or something. Yeah. So, but I feel super blessed. I mean, so blessed. Now it's soon 33. How long shall I do this? To 44. I don't know. No one is here. So maybe I should try the other channel again since this work now. Because there people come in, I think. But anyway. Yeah. And also it scares me sometimes when everything, I think that is what I react negatively to. Although I use that a lot also for myself to change patterns and so on. But when it comes to everything becoming like a brand, it's like I have heard so many warnings about this also, but it's now almost common. It becomes like a game, but it's not at the same time. It's like we are becoming branded, aren't we? Let's say. And is this, where is this going, where, what is this doing with ourselves and with our empathy and everything? I don't know. I think there is oh, now I go into conspiracy things, but I think there are, I believe, sinister goals also behind certain things from certain groups of people. Yeah. I usually never say these things because I want to have another mindset, but I do. I also think there are many people who work against that, let's say, or for something way better. So, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, that's I'm wondering sometimes if we are being transformed uh in a, if this is going in a good way or no. I don't know if you understand what I mean. So yeah, there are many thoughts I have now at the same time. That's why I'm quiet. I'm not almost never quiet because, oh, someone is here. This is a pod, by the way, so you won't see me, but I can pull cards if you see the chat, if you want me to, or just chat with me about anything or nothing, or otherwise just keep going. I hope you see this chat. So I have a lot of decks here, Stranger Things, for example. Or if you just want to talk to me, but otherwise just hang around. If oh, jalapeno or jalapeno, however do you pronounce that even? Hey, cool to have someone here with me. I feel like it have been so long ago since I was doing this now, so I feel like a little lost. Do you want to ask me some question or the cards, or just chat with me, or jalapeno? I maybe do it wrong anyway, but thank you for the lesson. I don't think I've heard those who say it though, so I hear it like in my mind. But I feel like it starts with like, oh, my favorite card in the tarot. Wow, this that must be the Sun card, I guess. Yeah, that's a good one. But I mean, it's a wholeness. I love all the cards, but let's say the Major Arcana is my favorite overall. It's a it's life itself. It's whole. Can we see it? No, because I just have the camera cover. I like the art on, yeah, but I can tell you what cards so you can like Google it. I thought about that. I can actually Google a card and put it up here on screen. Yeah, I can do that if you want to. But I need to use some deck here. Do you want to see Stranger Things? Yeah, I also like that. Oh, 3 people here now. Now I get stressed. Now I'm popular. I'm just kidding. So, do you want to put? What are your favorite card though? Do you want me to pull a card for you? Can you film a table and show us some black magic? I don't do black magic though, or any magic. I could, but I don't think I would because I've seen those who do that. There is a lot out there, but the fact is that magic itself, in my opinion, is the energy of itself. I mean, if you show something, it's like it's not there. It's like just an empty shell of nothing, kind of. Even though people maybe have strong intent and focus and energy in what they do when they do those videos or showcase something, but you can't see that. You have to like, let's say, be that almost. But yeah. Do you know any cool magic tricks? No, I don't know any tricks though. I don't think that's real magic. Tricks are like child's play. I don't know any magic tricks now. But maybe, yeah, maybe actually, when I think about it, I come across a few things that surprised me on my path. For example, some um, breathing techniques when you think about certain thing and so on, and how you can influence people by doing that specific breathing. I never told it to anyone, but I practiced it a little bit. But then I was like, what was I, 28, I think, when I realized that if I do this little technique that I just like stumbled across, like not that I found it outside of myself, I just realized that if I will try to do this for some reason or another, and just played with it, and I realized that I could make people do what I wanted them to do, and that was a little bit scary. I actually just did that with one person though, and when I realized that I could do it, then I just dropped it. But still, that's kind of a trick, I guess. But I don't want to. I mean, I don't know if that even would work on everyone. I don't think so. But on certain people, yeah. And I don't want to manipulate like that. So, but I guess you could call that a cool trick, or what do you think? Oh no, no one is here. Maybe you are still here, or maybe you left. I had no cool tricks, so I don't know. Yeah. Then I will go back and go on with my chat with myself then. Or do you want a card if you're still here? Sometimes it says like no one is here and then someone is here. I mean, I see numbers. I don't see who is here. So I don't know. I think you got bored and left. So I will keep where I was at then. And maybe you come back or not. Who knows? Yeah. So, yeah, anyways, whatever. Um, what was I talking about before then? Maybe I should put up actually, as you said there, maybe I should put up the sun card, which is my favorite. I just recently learned how to do this, though I'm not very technical. So let's see here. Sun card. Well, we'll see if I can put some. Oh, this was an odd sun card. Well, why not? This seems like it's not a tarot card, but I can maybe use that though. No, I can't do it with something else. Well, there are many sun cards to choose from. Maybe I should take the whole from Stranger Things then. I don't even know how that looks like. I have so many decks, I've forgotten. Let's see. I don't think it's here. I can't find it. What? I should. No, I don't find it. I don't think. Found a lot of other things. Okay, I will just take another one then. Common one. The sun. Well, you could just use the sun itself. Why do I even do this now? I don't know. This seems like I should even not stay here for so long now, so I don't know why I do this even. Okay, I will do another thing. I won't seek that one. I will just upload something. What? I just what? What? No, I don't. I don't remember how to do it. I won't do it now because I just. I will keep talking about what I was talking about. I think it's that. Da, da, da. Oh no, I bumped into that still. Okay, never mind. Oh well. It was good. Oh, now it's 44, 44. Maybe it's a sign to get going. I think so because my legs start to like fall asleep, and I want to know who contacted me on and this chair just squeaks all the time. Well, I think it's kind of time to go. Should I wait for 15 minutes longer? I don't know. Well, no, I have so many thoughts right now at the same time, so it's hard to express them even. Yeah. I think that's what I like though on YouTube because it's so freaking random. Someone just come and say those things and you just what? I like that. So yeah. There are so many things on my mind. Also about AI and technique and stuff. What will happen? How will it change us? And so far, I think my experience of it is way more positive than anything else. But still, there are some like I mean, I'm not sure though. I think it's also easy to see, even if just a tiny bit, if someone get control. Let's say control. I mean, let themselves be controlled by it, or follow the suggestions, or become like rather than listen to themselves, or stuff like that. I think, oh gosh, how good that I didn't come across this earlier. By the way, when I was younger, I would have been lost. I think. By the way, but it's super good. I think the most magical trick is like AI, then, right? Isn't that a magic trick? I don't know. So, and I mean, okay, I won't talk about that because that's like too much to dive into now. But I do believe that it could be positive to not be so emotional at the same time. Yeah, let's see. We will see how it goes, though. Yeah. So, God, now I'm just sitting here and not saying anything. There are so many thoughts. God, this is wild. I should pick a card. At least one card before I go, right? Shouldn't I? Yeah. I hope it will lead to a better world, though. All these things, and that we can handle it in a better way than we have maybe done before. Then, yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just reading some stuff. I shouldn't sit here and do that now. I just giggle at like, never mind. What am I talking about? So I have to do something else now. I'm so curious, and I wonder about my own questions about things. Yeah, there is so much to learn. And so much we already know. Maybe we need to unlearn more so. And one other thing that I've thought about when it comes to AI, for example, is that if we just base stuff on previous stuff, how could that even lead forward? But then again, they can make new connections and so on. So without being biased, maybe can it not be biased? I wonder. Because it still have learned whatever. I mean, it has the information it has. And that is always biased in some way or another, is it not? It can't be like neutral. Like, I don't know. So many things I wonder about. Everything leads to new questions. Yeah. So, yeah. I tried to ask about some humor to some AI, and it was like it felt like it's not eager, but I mean, you project feelings onto it. But it was like, oh, do you want another joke? It was like those awful guys that just crack a joke all the time, kind of things. It was horrible. Not the joke themselves, maybe it was tiny bit fun, but hey, baby girl. That was my cat. That is my cat. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, you're so fine. So, okay, I will just. Oh, someone is here. I'm so sorry. I didn't. Oh, you left already because I was just sitting. I will pick a card now for anyone coming across this. Maybe it will be a few. I will take the Stranger Things deck and see where I end up. This is a message for anyone who come across it. And actually, I try not to work all the time because since I love what I do, I work all the time almost. But I need to take a break, and this is my usually break time to just hang around here for online. But today, I don't know if it even is. Maybe that's not what you should do. Okay, what I got is 6 of I think this might be pentacles. It's a glass. No, not glass. It's like ice cream. In Swedish, that is glass. 6 in pentacles reversed. I guess I must check it actually because I think it represents that. Yeah, I'm quite sure. We will see. I like this deck though very, very much. And I like the series even more. I want to see the ending of it. So that is about pentacles, yeah, in traditional tarot cards. So I would say that something is off when it comes to the give and take here for anyone who come across this. Actually, there is they are in the booklet here. There are those reversed meanings as well, so I can check that even. But when I see it like this, I believe that it's saying that there is an imbalance here. Yeah, it says like if you have wondered if your goodness and well, not wellness, but you meaning well, have been used. So does this up and down 6 of pentacles or ice cream here? That is a confirmation of that. You are too naive, maybe, and also like not pig-headed. What would you say here? In Swedish, that's forskale. Actually, that is so interesting because I just saw Titanic was online. I saw it when it came long ago with my best friend Matthias. Anyway, we cried, but now I saw it again on TV today, and I usually haven't seen that one. But anyways, I think it have a lot to say about I don't know a lot of things. But anyways, they said din jävla forskare, you stupid, no, you damn it, pighead, let's say, if you, I guess, translate it. But in Swedish, in that movie, I never heard that before. Before Jack there was sitting playing cards with the people there. I thought that was such an interesting expression, though. I haven't heard it. I mean, it's like back in time, maybe not that far back in time. You used to say that, maybe. But anyway, don't let this event stop you from being generous, but see to it that you first and foremost think about yourself. Oh, good idea. To offer help should not lead to that you yourself get get it tougher economically, and if you notice that it does, then it's time to say no. Actually, there was a situation recently that I don't know what to do with, honestly. Or yeah, I do know. There was I don't think that's a problem, but it's a problem for me a little bit that I need to say it. And that was a special thing. Actually, there was this woman I did a mediumship reading for, and she just lost her good friend, very close friend. And that friend came, we were sitting at a coffee shop here in town, and Ainas it's called, in Skellefteå. Anyway, we were sitting there, and this girl, I mean, we was having coffee and stuff. And when I was doing this reading, after I have shared some messages and so on, I asked if she had any more things that she wanted me to tune into. Then usually I write it down and then say it to them and give them in advance, and then give them the what I've written down. So, but anyway, so that they can also see that I don't make things up. I don't want to do cold readings. I want to do readings that are not dependent on their reactions or what they say to me. Anyway, so then a girl was sitting with, I guess, her boyfriend further back in the room. She came the moment she had said, well, the thing that I really wanted to know, I wondered what I wanted to know to come here. I wanted to know if she's really with me still. And then another girl came, and that girl, I think her name was, what was it now? I've forgotten it even. Anyways, another young girl came and put an empty coffee cup on our table and said, "This is for you." And I didn't understand. I thought, should you? We took one too many, and this is for someone who's sitting here. And it took a while for my brain to. I thought, does you want me to take her? Or am I disturbing someone that I have certain values that I sit here and do psychic mediumship reading and stuff? Or before I understood that I said, "Oh, are you a medium still?" She said, "Yeah," but she didn't work with it. But still, she saw someone sitting, this friend, and sitting there. So she got this answer very clearly then, not only from my channeling, but anyway, and this was this situation where she was going to give me something for it, like and for the time and effort that I put into it, and then she said, well, there were a group of friends, and another friend that would contact me, and she said, maybe I send it with her, and then I contacted her to put it in my account instead, because she said that otherwise I can do that, but she didn't. And she went to, I don't know, to the snowy mountains and everything. And now maybe I have to say it again to her. Well, what about the money? What about the dum dum da da dum dum? Oh, that's a Swedish song. Money, don't know that one. Anyway, yeah, and I've been through that stuff a lot of times with previously more. So now I just stop when there is no exchange. It can be just the exchange of people understanding or really wanting the messages, but sometimes it's that's not even there, and then it's just wasting my energy and time. Yeah, there have been so many strange things. I met this girl asking me for she didn't believe it, and she wanted me to do for free stuff for her. And I said, but why? And I said an amount for it, if so. And then she said, well, that would be a waste of money. I was just saying, well, yeah, it would be a waste of my energy to do it, so whatever. Like, I mean, well, the attitude. But also, I met those who start to get it for free. Did this for years and years for free for many people, and I still do a lot, though. But still, then it starts to become a demand on my time that I should be there all the time for their needs and whatnot. It just adds up when this imbalance is there, or you allow others to see you in that way. Then you set yourself up to be used. Yes, and that goes for what I started to talk about actually in this little kind of pod. Yeah. So and yeah, I put down my foot several times, quite harshly, sometimes even. So they've come back crying. But yeah, that's a good card for many of us. I mean, why should we accept that? And also, I feel sometimes when with my gifts, never mind that I haven't had never a lot, but I still feel like I have abundance of everything. But when it comes to that economical thing, anyways, I feel like that exchange, if people don't have that, and I mean, if people don't have what I have and want that from me, and they still have houses, cars, traveling, they have much stuff in a materialistic sense. How come that you don't want to exchange that then? That's to me very odd. If you see someone who have way less, but it's actually the opposite. If people see that you have more, they are more so willing to add to it. I mean, yeah, strange to me, but probably there is some natural thing there. Anyways, good card. Yeah. So it answered at least my little question probably in the beginning there. Because you just want to share it freely, generously with anyone who needs and wants it. But also people may sometimes, I mean, this can be cop out just because you want to be greedy also, but that people sometimes cannot appreciate things they get for free. And in Reiki, that is like a demand almost, that because they can't keep the healing, let's say, if they can't give some exchange. It may be just tiny 1 krona or something when it comes to krona in Swedish, or like a little tiny bit, just an exchange of sorts. Yeah. And I see how that is. Yeah. That have something to say. So jalapeno or whomever this is. Actually, that reminds me of someone. I think I maybe know who this is. But someone then pretending not to be. I mean, many could. But it made me think about someone, though. There's someone that I actually talked about just right before. Never mind. I don't know if you say it's still that way. I have to check that. How the freaking. How are you saying it? Okay, I will just go. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.